One, two, three, four, apple fucking sauce. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chosen of the Gods 6K 2v2. We're in round 2 now, between the battle of Poopstorm versus Brazen attempt at a team. I'm joined by Xenophon of Athens.
Hello.
And, yeah. Previous round we saw a pretty interesting battle on Yukon there, but now we have... Oh, 1 second. Very sorry, I just had a message from someone. Yeah, so right now we're having another 6K 2v2 battle, and the map is Honeycomb. Honeycomb's a pretty good map in my opinion. It's got 3 neutrals, which creates a lot of interesting, well, combat options, compared to a lot of those single neutral maps, which are a lot more like a chess match, and that you have everything's a bit more planned out. As for the team setups themselves, would you like to run through them?
Yes, certainly. So starting off, we have Firestorm on ANS with, let's see, 3 voxels moving as a squad. They've got a TLS-3 on the back, which is a choice.
Yeah, that's a choice. They're called the Jiggle Schlongs.
Yes, torpedoes in them. And then also 1 Axford with a Mark 65, a beam turret, and a VLS-3 with 16 hybrids in it, 16 S3H. It's also covered in Sarissas plus defenders.
We see.
Yes.
2 focus particle accelerators, 2 small energy regulators, a missile parallel interface?
Really? But
no.
I've never seen anybody use the missile parallel interface.
I used to use it when I was newer to the game. They're neat, but
Also, I will note a Citadel CIC in there, and a plant control center.
Yeah.
Alright.
Double berthing. Ooh.
Oh boy. Alright, so for Poopit, we have a pair of just standard 450 Axfords. Let's see, one of them seems to be 40C.
Citadel CIC in the bow.
Okay, you know what? I approve of that. I like that.
Reinforced, and then a reinforced the bottom left.
Okay, so these are very expensive. Then we've got a beam destroyer, which is capping the A point itself. It doesn't have a corvette to do that for it. Then, let's see, we've got a pair of corvettes, 1 double Merc 62, 1 just PD, plus a bullseye. Then we've got 4 corvettes going towards E, 2 of which with Mark 62s, 1 empty, and 1 just PD. And I believe that is the entirety of that team.
Alright, I'll take over for OSP. Right now, well, one thing I'll note before that, ANS is a lot slower because they sent their beam destroyer to the A cap rather than just a sprinter. I don't think they're going to manage to deny the decap though. However, back to OSP, we've got a monitor swarm here from Calmia. We've got glory autoloaders. Okay, sure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monitors in that ball. All of them armed with C69. I mean C90s. Mixture of Pavis, it looks like grazers. Actually, did I see any Pavis? No, I think I just... Nope, there it is there. Some plasma, some TE-30s, all good. Some decoy containers, that's nice. Got, I'm guessing, some MMTs. Yep, an MMT. MMT on the left side here, engaging the sprinters trying to get out of the E point. Right now, we're seeing that the caps are not looking very good for ANS in this opener. They don't really control much of anything. These sprinters over here are just going to get sent to the Shadow Realm. These, on the bright side, they're not very expensive. If we take a look then at Highball... Oh god, I love this. Highball, keep cooking. We've got the Ocello surrounded with a horde of monitors. These monitors have a selection of C25s, C90s.
25s.
Sorry, C25. Sorry, C53s. Big 250 mils. Some plasma, some T30. Yeah, that's great. The Ocello, it just was bullseye, got damaged. It's a double lock steering in the nose. Pretty standard Acello.
Yeah, I've started using the double locks as well in the Acello because it saves points over having 4 RDCs there.
Mm-hmm. One thing I'd like to go back to drag attention to, though, is these Axfords over here. I guess, well, right now they're firing down on these monitors with, I guess the track must be okay at least. Yeah, not the best because the Acello's moving, so it's going to miss a bit more. But these Axfords in their magazines have 600 armor piercing for their 450, and then 200 high explosive instead of the inverse that you typically see, which is an interesting choice, I suppose. Maybe they were scared of monitors, and so they wanted to fire nothing but AP. Personally,
so we've got a single EO/command HEKP S3H fired towards the monitors on the far flank,
Hammerlock,
or on the D side.
an EO HEKP single seeker, so it probably has a terminal.
It's cluster decoy. It's got to be cluster decoy, right? Like, why else would you fire just one? Oh, and
it dies to the. So that I'd love to ask how many points that missile was at the post game, because that. Yeah, okay. The beam 250 backpack Axford is just staying on top of the shelf. They managed to take the C point. Good work. However, the E point's a bit of a bigger difficulty for them to take. They've got these. What the? I didn't notice this was a double defender on the bottom shuttle, and the VLS just has a bunch of. I don't know if those are AMMs or if those are size 1 offensives. We'll figure that out in a second. Shooting at Brian right now. Let's take a look at what else is going on here, though. So we've got Calamity just zoning out the D point, denying these Acellos their... not Acellos, these Vauxhalls their push. Although they spotted this poor little shuttle, and they're going to maul it to death with HERPF right now. Pardon me, I need to sneeze. Take over, Xeno.
Yes, I'm taking over. I'm interested to see what happens on the ECAP here, because looks like these couple of shuttles, or a couple of sprinters moving up towards this MMT, and this monitor ball is moving away from the point, which means that they might not be able to deny it for too long. However, that is... Oh, let's see, looks like no hit on this sprinter, actually.
One thing, I finished my sneezing. That was a long period of sneezing. We've got a bunch of command HE size 1s being fired by these sprinters all the way over at E. They're pushing quite aggressively forward, but they do got these ACT ARAD missiles incoming, and they've already ACT ARAD ACT mixtures. So yeah, these are dead. Or at least they're going to be crippled.
Not a lot of hits actually. Mostly getting taken out by the defenders. And in fairness, that is 4 defenders on these 2 shuttles. That's quite a lot.
Extended XL is incoming. XL going to give it to you, as the kids say. I don't know.
Bonk.
Managing to put
These
the other
are now
one,
both CSD out.
Yeah, they're both taking a little nap for a moment. The Vauxhalls are charging into the open. That is a bold strategy, especially if these other monitors decide that they just want to turn around and look at you as well. But they're a bit busy.
I mean, if they can get their torpedoes off, they might do some work.
Yeah, but it's TLS. They're gonna have to go broadside on to do that.
Yeah.
Which is why you don't want to use a TLS.
Yeah. There are some... this monitor ball actually has quite poor PD. It only has 4 graders and 2 pieces, and that's it.
Yeah. They do have some jamming, and OSP doesn't have an offset to try and get a good track. However...
Yeah, but if they can get a bullseye lock, then these things... Right, I assume they're probably command torps. Yeah.
Oh no, I mean the Vauxhalls, sorry, have jammers, and they're jamming the monitor ball.
Yes, so they're... however, they are spotted. It looks like there's an LRT on them. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
an
there's
LRT
the LRT
from
is no.
Highball's.
The LRT has managed to leave the jamming cone and has finally provided a good lock, track.
Yes.
And these Vauxhalls are quite skinny internally. They're missing 2 of the main internal parts, birthing in the nose. I think
That's unfortunate.
right now they're not getting punished a lot, but I think this is going to start adding up in a few seconds. Okay, no one getting particularly screwed over by that, at least. That was just... I got worried for a second that the box also had a reactor death. I was very confused.
Looks like ANS is about to take E point.
It does look like it, but is there anything that can deny in time? No, the double 450 Axfords are pushing up into the open. They have pushed Highball further back. Highball's doing it in an okay condition. Besides the Acello getting hit a bit, lost a reactor. Probably need to restore that. Down to one last restore if that happens.
ANS needs to push for, or OSP, excuse me, needs to push for C. Although there is this, of course, this beam Axford here to worry about. But it's only one beam and it's only got 2 FPAs, so if they push this with the monitor blob, they would win. It would just hurt.
ANS is making an attempt on the B point, but they're going to get missiled pretty badly here. I doubt they're going to be able to shoot down all of these. Oh, never mind. Looks like, yeah, no, they just shoot down all of them. Defender. Oh, nope. 2 do hit.
And this goalie monitor does have a C90 as well, so it will be able to kill these just slowly.
Yeah. I'm not particularly worried for ANS's mode, but the missile beam 250 axe for the juicy vibes is starting to push forward. Poopstorm trying to get... I got that team name, man. Poopstorm trying to push around and get into these monitors. It is spotted, though, so Highball knows that it's coming. It has to decide what to do about it. Either go up onto the lid, except getting shot at by the 450 Axfords, or push down and fight it. Or this is actually a bit of a tricky spot to be in. 2 FPAs on that beam, so it'll do a decent amount of damage to the monitors, especially since it's close.
Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, the monitors have C90s and will do some nasty things to it in return.
Yeah.
Especially at this range.
One of the sprinters has gone to sleep. C90 hitting it a few times. And looks like the other one is going to... Yep, there we go. B point is saved. One of the Vauxhalls is pretty badly mauled. It can restore. It's missing its magazine now, so... Yeah, it's not in a very good state for continuing this fight, but... Oh no! The monitors have rounded the corner, looking directly down on top of these Vauxhalls. They were not ready. What were they doing? Why would...
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Were they trying to move towards the C point? They did not use hold headings. This is why you use hold heading orders.
Yes, this is something I have noticed about Firestorm's Vauxhall play, is he does not set heading on them, and it causes problems, like his ships dying.
So, this is bad. Ooh, yeah, all these hits are just going to start coming in, and especially whenever the drives start getting knocked out. There's not a lot of plasma incoming now, but there's still a few hits into it. There's certain parts, especially the drive, if it gets hit. That's bad news.
I will also note these are single drive, just whiplash.
Yeah, there goes a large. The reinforced CIC is knocked out. Single drive Vauxhalls, yeah. In the meantime, we ended up missing a little bit of action here. Did any of the monitors get hit? No, monitors are
the Acello did get hit.
Yeah, the Acello got hit by the beam, was it?
I didn't see what it got hit by. Oh no, it's broadside.
Yeah, that's bad news. Oh,
that's very, very bad.
Checking in, this is probably going to be... Oh, here we have these Hammerlock missiles, God's most expensive missiles.
getting shot down.
Oh god. Yeah, Firestorm probably not the most happy man on the planet. Every time he pulls the trigger, 17 children don't get to eat in the Shelter Alliance.
Yeah. So it looks like what's happened so far basically is ANS has lost most of their CL group and all but one of their cap sprinters. In return for
3
one Acello,
shuttles.
one very, very badly damaged Acello, and
Yeah.
5 shuttles,
Yeah.
if you count the driveless
Oh, yeah,
one.
sorry.
No, that's a restore.
Yeah, they can restore this one, get it back to 4 shuttles, of which, you know, they're cringe cap. Well, not really cringe cap, but these are decent. These are actually pretty decently invested sprinters. I mean, shuttles. They have reinforced CICs as well.
Yeah, this is my preferred shuttle. So, no, okay, I don't use a small one then, but otherwise, that's my preferred shuttle design mostly. 16 S2s getting shot, I think, towards this. Or no, maybe just 8 getting shot towards these Axfors. Those are not going to penetrate. Yeah, just 8 cellular size. That's not a lot.
Yeah, right now, ANS kind of just well, Poopstorm, sorry, is not in a great position. They still got these 2 completely healthy, well, mostly healthy Axfords, but they can't really do anything now because everything's happening in regards to their team all the way over here. They've just lost one box, so they're going to lose another one in a second. And this other one, managing to escape death from Kalmia, now walking into highball. So
Oh dear.
they can't catch a break.
Yeah, these voxels are dead.
Being way too cautious with this, I think with this BMX. But then again,
I mean, look
what
at
else?
the damage it
Yeah, it
took
took a
from
single
like 5 seconds of being exposed.
Yeah, C90 just hit it, and the beam was knocked out. That is brutal.
This thing is not built to be tanky. And it's only got 3 restores. So, like, I understand the decision to be cautious with it. I think that's the correct thing to do. But it's also just not in a good position for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have the other half of your fleet. Kind of. I mean, yeah, it's either maybe it is if you lose, you're going to lose this anyway, and you can't use. If you sacrifice this, you're going to still get nothing out of it. Yeah, AMS is just in a rough position. Also, the goalie just being in the open like this is not recommended. You don't want your beam DD just sitting in the open, waiting its turn to get shot at whenever the monitors realize that it's a beam DD in the open. I think Kalmia doesn't realize that this is the beam DD because it's in the open.
And it should be dead right about now. Although does it have jamming?
It has two particle accelerators.
It has a blanket, so it might be able to do something here. Yeah, there's the beam. Oh,
the beam is. Oh wow, that was
doing much.
I did nothing.
I do hope Kalmia noticed that, however.
Kalmia may be busy.
These torps might actually hit. One of them's gonna hit.
Yeah, one of the torps did get through, knocked out a T-30. Beam going in for a second attempt on this monitor. Knocking out one or two took out the main gun to Ox steering and the T-60, T-81, which is nice. More torpedoes incoming, but missing.
They missed, however.
As for the other BMX, it is now in the open. Nothing will save it. It is going to be mauled.
Oh, Beam's dead. Beam's dead. It's launching missiles. You know, if these missiles do get through, it could do something because they've got these are another HEKP firing 3 HEKPs.
Their target
so if he's hit.
God's most expensive missiles. Go forth. Do your duty. Bow to stern.
Over, let's see.
Are these clusters?
Corkscrew decoys. They're getting grazered. One's gonna hit. Doesn't do too much, actually. Second hit. That one hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, it did a bit. But all that for a drop of blood.
However, Firestorm does have a lot more of those, so those need to be getting fired right now, and they are.
Unfortunately, though, at the same time, Firestorm doesn't have a lot of ship left either.
Yes, but the VLS is intact.
But where's this? The Citadel CIC coming in clutch. Oh, no.
I disagree with that statement.
What else do we got? The 450 experts to try to swing around, achieve something. We should be paying attention. Is the beam destroyer? The beam destroyer has either had its beam shot out, or let's check the damage. Is it work speed?
These are some good hits from these missiles on the monitors.
Managed to do decent damage, but it's not enough to add up. And the beam Axford is, yeah, it's out for the count.
Beams out on the beam destroyer too.
Programming some final missiles, but it's not going to make a difference.
And there it goes. No power for the VLS. So those missiles are not getting fired.
What you're seeing here as well, these 450 Axfords have been firing, well, not that much this game. They pushed around this right side for ANS side, and they swung around. They got some shots into Calmia, I mean, to Highball. The monitors and the Acelo forced her back, but then they didn't really get to do that much, I think, in raw damage. Like, what's the condition of the Acelo at this stage? The Acelo's peppered, right?
Acelo's in very bad shape.
But the monitors, they didn't really give a shit.
Yeah.
They went through nearly over 600 rounds of high explosive, I mean, of armor piercing between the two of them. Actually 700 rounds of high explosive, I mean, armor piercing. I keep mixing those two up. So this
they need to stop shooting at this expert though, because it is now totally disabled.
Yeah, it's about to suffer from a fuel line fire. No, it's not. It's about to suffer from a fucking.
Didn't scorch that monitor at all.
Yeah, they're just gonna walk straight under the cap.
Yep.
We got a gun shuttle heading towards the E point. It's going to be able to finish off this sprinter, and then we're going to be able to just.
Yep.
Yeah. E point's going to be theirs.
Yeah, I think
C point's going to be theirs.
this one's pretty much over.
Yeah, this is a pretty decided match. OSP still has frontline. OSP still has a lot of capping assets. OSP has basically everything but actually having the cap numbers, so that's going to change real quick. And there you go.
And Firestorm's headed the last CL towards D, but I don't think that's going to survive. It's going to die before it gets there.
I wonder if he's going to forget to stop the reactor from exploding again.
You know, he has a minute. There's two teams working on it. It's probably fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Only one team, but it's only the reactor overload left to fix. So
reactor overload. Let's check the rate.
That's going to get fixed.
58, 59. Yeah, they're going to save it in time.
However, it doesn't matter because the ship is going to die anyway.
Yeah. This beam destroyer, it's just getting shot at by a plethora of different things right now. MLS was fired into it. This has been a pretty brutal game for Team Poopstorm. I think they got caught between two monitor swarms here on the left. Tried to charge out earlier, and then obviously realized, wait, no, I don't want to do that. Couldn't bring its torps to bear because the torps, can only fire side on or rear aspect.
I think one thing that could have turned this match was if Firestorm's expert had had more channels and had been able to get more hits in on those monitors. He could have, like, if he had been getting 2 HEKP hits on them instead of 1, they would have, instead of being kind of red or kind of orange, they would have been straight up dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he'd had, like, 2 more programming channels, that could have swayed this match.
Yeah. Well, maybe a little bit, but at the same time, you managed to red them, right? But that still doesn't fix the fact that, the Vastol's get torn apart.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, the Voxels still would have died, but they could have at least killed one monitor swarm, probably outright. Which would have been, at least in exchange, a reasonable exchange. Although then the Axford still would have died probably.
Yeah, there we have Firestorm surrendering, and I think Third Poopit is going to join in, and I believe that is now game with 5 caps for Brazen attempted a team now, and pretty much a military victory, a cap victory, and that would be a victory for this match as well.
Enemy secured Zone Atlas.
Don't really know what else to say besides, I don't know about bringing that much armor piercing. Feels like it overpins a lot. Let's take a look. Is it overpinning?
Yeah, well, with monitors, right? What you
that's
run
high
into is your
explosive
first. Yeah.
One time I wanted to fire armor piercing. He's like, nope. High explosive.
Yeah, the AG is working here.
Yeah, HE is good against
Some fix comes in.
If a monitor's bow onto you, fire HE. You will actually, what I've discovered, is that you will structure break the monitor.
And as you can see, this monitor is dying. It's in a real bad way. However, it doesn't matter, because this game is over.
Yeah, there we have the surrender. And that's it. Thank you all in the audience for showing up. Thank you anyone who's been watching this far. That has been the culmination of the 3rd match of Chosen of the Gods 6K 2v2. We'll take a look at these fleets here, see how they did. Unfortunately, Firestorm, kind of getting mauled with these Voxels. They didn't manage to achieve much. They did get some torpits, which is nice, especially since they were quite limited with the... Most of them didn't even get a chance to fire, which is a big shame. If they weren't caught out like that, I think they would have been able to achieve a lot more. If they were bow on, they would have lasted much longer. They probably would have been, able to keep the fight going. We got the Beam Axford. Oh, so some of these were just command ARAD missiles as well, which is good. All HECP. That's a lot of HECP. How much points is this? 2,600. Okay. Moving on to Sir Poopit. We've got these 2 Axfords here. Which is decent for mostly firing armor piercing. They did okay damage, but not whenever you're fighting that many monitors, you need to be putting out, I feel, a lot more fire. And unfortunately, they weren't getting the line of sight to do that. Being destroyed a little bit. But moving on to OSP, a lot of cap shuttles dying for cheap, but these monitors, some of them are putting out some pretty scary damage numbers. Oh, that is the goalie, but this one, yeah, nearly 14k.
One of them cleared 14k.
Oh, yep, I scrolled further down. One of them's nearly 15k on these monitors. And then on the highball here, we got some more monitors.
Didn't do nearly so well.
They still did solid. They did their job. And so that would be a victory for Team Brazen Attempt at a Team. We got both the teams in VC now. Could we get your opinions on those 2 matches? Let's start.
There was a terrifying moment in the first game when that Monder ball crested, and I was worried that I did not have enough beam. I had enough beam.
Yeah. No, it's very much, both of these matches were just like decisive military victories that we then turned into a cap victory.
Oh yes, Poopstorm cannot speak, I just realized. Can we move up to Violence Waiting Room?
Yes.
Apologies for that little uh-oh. But I'm allowed 1 uh-oh per day.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm holding you to that the rest of the day then.
You fucking better be careful of Vastol, because I'm gonna remember that.
Vastol, shut up. Anyway, moving on. Teams, please. Team Poopstorm. How did you find those matches?
Too much.
Too much?
Yeah, that's about right.
Too many important assets to control at the same time.
Well, that is Chosen of the Gods, that you are expected to do better than the standard mere mortal.
I am a mere mortal, and I tried and failed.
You gave a good showing at least.
Yeah, two good matches. First was definitely the first match was really very close. In some ways, like if OSP was quite able to win that first one, I think if they just hadn't overextended so much.
Yeah, we got ambushed by the beam battleship. We discovered that one a bit late, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't help that my early warning tugs less than optimal placement. Rocks are in the way and shit.
Yeah, no, that initial monitor push it knocked both the antennas off my battleship, and it was effectively combat killed at that point.
Yeah, maybe we should have just kept focusing on it. It would have died.
I do have one
It would have
question.
been.
Sir Poopet, your Axfords in the second round, they had 600 armor piercing and 200 HE. Why did you play with that inverse rather than the standard 600 HE?
I never play Axfords, and the last time I did was AVA, so that's just
Oh,
Yeah, it
how I
wasn't
know.
really like adapted from AVA. You just took the excess hang-ups off.
I see. Fair enough. Well, besides that, did you all enjoy the match?
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I wasn't asking
would do
you,
it
Hunter.
I
again.
know, there's good matches.
Alrighty then. Well, thank you all for coming again. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for, I don't know, subscribing to Darg's channel, our glorious Imperator. Hallowed be thy name. All that stuff. So yeah, that's the end of the match. The end of the video. Why are you still here? Stop watching. Go away. Goodbye.
Bye.